How far does it go before you finally stop? Most men don't stop this habit when they want to. They stop when they get caught. This video is brought to you by my HarperCollins published book, Mind Over Explicit Matter. If you're ready to quit porn and reclaim your life mentally and physically, go over to drtrishleigh.com/book. Welcome to Explicit Matter Mondays, real talk, real neuroscience. Today, we're talking about compulsive masturbation. You know how this goes. It starts small, disappearing into the bathroom a little longer each night, staying up after everyone's asleep, growing distant without realizing it. You think you're hiding it, but the distance already gave you away. Then one night, your partner walks in and you see the look on her face. The moment when the secret world collides with the real one. Or worse, your precious child grabs your iPad or opens your phone and the screen lights up with something you never meant them to see. That's when it hits. Not because you wanted to stop, but because you ran out of places to hide. That's not weakness. That's a brain that's been hijacked by overstimulation, and it's time to take the control back before it takes something from you that you can't repair. I talked to a client recently, 35, married, good career, 2 kids. He said, I didn't think I had a problem until my wife found my browser history. That's when I realized I couldn't stop. Every night, stress hit. The dopamine loop activated, release, regret. Every morning, the same cycle reset, the hit before the day even began. He built his whole identity on discipline, work, fitness, finances, but this one area of his brain ran on autopilot. In my global practice, I see this all the time. Men around the world who only seek help after the fallout, after the shame, after the fight, after the distance. They're not bad men like some of them think they are. They're good men, very good men, caught in a bad loop. Here's what's actually happening from a neuroscience perspective. Every time you release, your brain floods with dopamine, the chemical of reward and relief. But when it happens too often, too easily, your brain adapts. It starts expecting that hit every time you feel stress, boredom, or emotional pain. It's not about desire anymore. It's about regulation. The brain's learned that stimulation equals calm, so it runs that loop automatically. But here's the trap. That release lowers dopamine below baseline, leaving you emptier than before. It's just like alcohol. The first drink takes the edge off, but the next day you wake up lower than when you started. So your brain, desperate to feel normal again, pulls you right back in for another drink the next day to take the edge off. I see this pattern in brain maps every single day. Overstimulated reward centers, underactive prefrontal cortex, the gas pedal floored, the brakes barely working. And this is a global issue. Millions of healthy men are caught in the same feedback loop, disconnected, numb, and using release to feel something, anything. So, what's your line? When your partner finds out? When your child catches you? When the compulsion to release hits you and you find yourself in a public restroom? Every man I work with hits that moment when pleasure turns to pain. That's the breaking point. And it doesn't have to take being caught to wake up. You can make the choice before the crash. In my global online clinic, we use brain mapping to take the guesswork out of recovery. You can literally see what's happening inside your brain. And I personally can show you where it's overstimulated, where control has gone offline. And then we track the changes as you retrain it. Because when you see it, you stop wondering if it's working. You know. When that familiar urge hits, you don't fight it. You redirect it. Get up, step outside, go lift, text a friend, take a cold shower. Something physical, real, and intentional. The brain loves patterns, so give it a new one before the old one takes over. This doesn't make you weak. You're a human navigating a world of supernormal stimuli, endless screens, endless access, endless intensity. And your triggers? They're everywhere. Your phone, your shower, your bed, even the quiet moments alone. You can't avoid them, but you can name them. And when you name them, you start to take their power away. The goal isn't to live in fear of temptation. It's to build new patterns inside the same environments that used to control you. Now you control them. That's how you take your brain back, not from hiding from triggers, but by retraining how you respond to them. Inside the Explicit Matter Recovery Program, I'll show you exactly how to do that, backed by brain mapping, data, and tools that help you see your progress in real time. Technology isn't the enemy. You can use it to feed the loop or rewire it. So visit drtrishleigh.com and start your reset today. You don't need to wait until you're caught. You can choose your line and start rebuilding from there.